I wanted to show you guys a couple of books I got. I got this back when the movie came out, and the movie so impressed me that I had to buy this book, The Art of Star Wars. So from this book, I found out a lot about what goes into the making, pre-planning, the pre-production of a special effects movie like Star Wars. And there's all kinds of drawings in this great book. Storyboard drawings, how they planned out the very first shot, which impressed everybody as soon as the movie came on. With this smaller ship going away from camera on top, and then a larger ship going away from camera above us also. But it was so huge. We had never seen anything like that before. Just the most impressive way to start a movie with a chase scene, right? Oh, I hope I didn't wreck the book there. Looks like it's coming apart. Oh well. So this book had all the great artwork of how they designed everything in the movie. There's 3PO. Costume design suggestions and how they became the costume. It was just wow. Initial designs for Darth Vader, the princess. There's the models there. And just on and on, all this information that we had never seen before about how do you make a movie? How do you do all this stuff? Who do you hire? Who does all this artwork? And we were all just impressed by this. We were all so happy to see it for once. A movie that we all loved, and here's the behind the scenes. Here's the planning artwork for making that movie come together. Just wonderful stuff. I can't recommend this book enough. I'm sure it's still in print somewhere. These are actually built models. They actually made these back then. TIE fighter and the Y-wing fighter, which I thought was really a cool design concept, was the Y-wing fighter. I liked it better than the X-wing fighter myself, but that's just me. Concept drawings inside. The script is in here as well, so you actually can read the script. There's the X-wing fighter. Paintings by Ralph McQuarrie, who did the initial paintings for George Lucas. All those initial designs came from Ralph McQuarrie. Just great stuff here. That's probably Joe Johnston's work. Yeah. Joe Johnston, who directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He did a ton of storyboards and design work on Star Wars. Spin-off cartoons. There's Dennis the Menace. Sunday comic strip. It got into the zeitgeist so deeply back then. There's the initial comic book run. I actually got to meet Rick Hoberg, who was one of the artists on those first 6 comics working for Howard Chaykin. I actually got to meet Howard Chaykin once or twice too. Here's the part I really like. Children's drawings. I've been looking at my childhood drawings myself and doing something with them lately, so these are just priceless, looking at what kids drew back then. So yeah, this is a really great book. I wanted to show also this book. So this is from episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which came out in 1999, I guess. And so this book would have a lot more computer art in it, but again, it's a behind the scenes of how they planned the movie, how the artwork is used to design everything. Lots more artists working on this that I don't even know who they are. These really great, talented artists. They've all got credit here. I'm just unfamiliar with them. So talented. So much great stuff here. Wonderful concepts. Most of this looks like it was done on paper. Markers and watercolor, pen and ink, pencil. A lot of different media. But again, you get a behind the scenes look at how this picture was planned out, how it was designed, how everything came together to make this happen. So you may not like the movie, but I thought it was okay when it came out. I went to see it in the theater. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was really good. But I was really anxious to get the book to see how did they plan this? Where did all these ideas come from? Who are these people? So, really great book. I'm sure this is still in print now, so you can still get this somewhere. I saw a picture of a fight there. Yeah, part of the Jedi fight. So that's 2 Star Wars books. What came out right after Star Wars was Alien by Ridley Scott, and this is a behind-the-scenes look at the making of Alien. Tons of artwork in here, behind-the-scenes stuff we had never seen before about how do these movies get made, how does it come together. So this came out shortly after the movie came out. Concept paintings by H.R. Giger, who designed all the monster stuff. Pretty grotesque movie, but a great movie. It was so scary when it first came out. So after that, Ridley Scott did Blade Runner. And this book is the illustrated Blade Runner with mostly storyboards. And a couple of these guys, so great. Mentor Hubner did a lot of storyboards for this movie, and I actually got to meet him once or twice. Lots of great artwork. How do you plan out a movie like this? Well, you get a good script, and then you get great artists to draw everything out. You start with small thumbnail drawings and work them up into large-scale storyboard drawings. Just great stuff here. These books are basically a textbook on how to storyboard for science fiction. This one, science fiction film noir. So the entire script, I believe, is in this. And most of the storyboards. That looks like one of Mentor Hubner's drawings there. As does that. And I'm pretty sure that's one of his too. So these making of books didn't get big until I don't think Star Wars came out. Um, here's another Blade Runner book called the Blade Runner Sketchbook. And again, artwork by Sid Mead, Mentor Hubner, Charles Node, Michael Kaplan, and Ridley Scott. This is a much smaller book. And it's mostly printed in sepia ink, brown ink. But you see all the design plans from Sid Mead for the vehicles. Little things like parking meters, fire hydrants. He would design the environment. Lots of great stuff here. Costume designs for everybody. What did people wear in those days? The Voight Kampf machine. How does that work? How does that get designed and drawn up? And somebody has to make that. Here we are in the Sidewalk Diners by Sid Mead. These are Ridley Scott drawings, I believe. They call them Ridley grams. More Sid Mead stuff. Cryo Crypt, where somebody's in suspended animation. There's that Mentor Hubner drawing. Same drawings that we saw in the other book. And another one. Just wonderful stuff here. So you can find these books somewhere online. I'm sure somebody has scanned most of this stuff, so you can see this artwork online. So a few books, a recommendation for you guys. And until then, keep drawing, creating, and we'll see you next time.